Welcome to another episode of St. Vincent Untold Stories. Also, welcome to St. Vincent and other Gonzales or small North Korea. On this episode, we are going to show you why the big man is afraid to put his feet on a Canadian soil. And we are also going to talk about Adrian and Kennison, two of the prominent members of Rise Haruna that stood up against the big man. And we also look at the missing Popo from the Georgetown police station. And one other youth was sent behind bars. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon. Because you are definitely going to want to see this video. And then many more like this one. And after this, you would ask the big man to step down. Let me make this clear. We have zero tolerance for boot licking. Once you have the proper qualification and once you can do the job properly, then you deserve to get the job. Some allegations were brought forward by some ladies living overseas against the big man. And he denied those allegations. But what we are saying, if you know those allegations are not true, why are you afraid to step foot on that soil? You see, because the justice system over there doesn't care how big you are and how mighty you are, like in St. Vincent. You see, in those places, no matter who you are, once you do anything wrong, the people would ask you to step down immediately. In all honesty, it is the first time that we are seeing so many allegations being brought out and nothing is being done. So it seems like the justice system does not work here. Just imagine Adriana and Kennison. It was alleged that they called out some people on the road. They stood for certain things. So persons came out and they stood in solidarity with them. The unions also came out. But I tell us something now. Did they ever ordered anyone to throw an object at the big man? Absolutely not. Another big man has had gatherings before where persons from the other side got the bad end of the straw. And the big man wasn't blamed. He never accepted any responsibilities. But when the object was placed on him, he started to say he's not speaking to this and he's not speaking to that. As if those men were responsible. You see, first time I used to look at the big man different. But from he started to sue and from person started to speak out and he tried to close them down. I lost all respect for him. It seems like if you live in St. Vincent and you complete your education and you want to be the big man or big woman in this place, that is not possible because the big man already have his choice. He have his youths that are going to take over. So all who had dreams and aspiration, I'm very sorry for you. Because you see what is going on. So for example, he did 20 years. Then his son comes and do another 20. Then what is there for you? I am not on any sides. And any side wish to do anything like that, I would not support you. I don't mind, if your son takes over. If you are doing a good job, but you are not. They are saying lift SVG higher. But you can't even leave your breadfruit tree in your yard and turn your back. Otherwise, men are on it already. Back in the days, you used to see a lot of yard fowls running around. And this time you hardly see any. Mr. Big Man, things got to be real nice with you. What are you eating that half the population is not eating? Is it that a lot of persons are missing meals? Or they just can't afford to eat cheese square meals per day. Have you ever wondered why the people are calling for Sabuto over your son? It is because Sabuto is fit for the job, and he's the man for agriculture. Because you can't even last 15 minutes in an agricultural field. You'll get tired. And that is why agriculture in St. Vincent is going downhill. Because you can't go up to the mountains to see what is really taking place. Somebody might come back and just tell you something. You see, Sabuto might want to do more things. But with you as the leader, he can't because they have to come to you for everything. And just for you to always remain and look like the big man, you won't provide certain things to them. All you guys do is just patch road, patch road. So why are persons paying vehicular license? And remember I told you that I found out why the roads aren't being fixed. It is because the monies are used to do different things. There is no industry and no factories in St. Vincent turning over a profit. If you set up a business and you are not seeing any return, then all those monies would just go back into bills and the business would eventually close down. And that is the reason why the yes program and the set program monies are so small. Because he has to pinch a little money here, pinch a little money there, because no profit is coming in. So he has to take from different areas to pay those workers. And Shaka is telling him, this is what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to invest the monies in other things that would generate the profit. Look, we just had the Big C and we saw so many borders being closed and tourists could not come in. And we had to survive for agricultural produce. So why aren't we investing in our agriculture? You and the one with the Bitcoin. You are buying lands all over the place, and Shaka has a smaller plot of land, but you wanted to take that away. And you have enough that you can leave for your children, but you don't want Shaka to leave any for his. So long as the volcano relief monies came, I continued to warn you to open factories. We have things spoiling. We need to put everything in the plans. And you see, if this was a place of freedom of speech, then some of your supporters would have came out and told you already that you needed to step up. Nothing is going on. The place is stagnant. Nothing is going on for Saint Vincent, you know. When you watch on Facebook and so forth, you see these Nigerians are stepping up their game. They have their own theaters. They are starring in movies. The Jamaicans, the American, all the rest of the world. But is there any actors in St. Vincent on the big screen? If you are a creator and an inventor in a St. Vincent, it is best that you go away for a while and do your thing outside. Because in here you are blocked. I wanted to just big up everyone from St. Vincent in the Royal Navy and in the Army. Some of you went by choice, and some of you had to run to go in because there was no other options. You know what? Puzzles untold stories. It is when some parents are jumping up, lift SVG higher, 5 hours straight. But your sons and daughters cannot find any job in the place that you are saying is lifting higher. So that is telling us something. As the great Junior Kelly said, if things so nice, why does it have to be this way, you know? I remember I told you that some popo went missing from a station in the countryside, and some youths were taken into custody. One of the youths was already sentenced, and one was sentenced yesterday as well, and was charged a little fine. So two is left. For the persons who are having problems with certain words that I'm using, like things like popo, it is because YouTube has strict policies. This is not like some other social media site where you can say anything. You notice there are certain journalists who can report on anything and it doesn't get into any problems on certain sites, not on this one. So that is why we have to substitute certain words. Alright, now to get us out of extreme poverty, to move us out of an unemployment stage, Mr. Bigman has to pass on the baton. Your time is up. You have to let the persons with the key take over. My Vincent people, ask yourself this question. Aren't you fed up of eating the same thing over and over? Aren't you fed up of the high bills? Aren't you fed up of bailiff looking for you? Aren't you fed up of unemployment? Aren't you fed up that you aren't receiving the volcano relief monies that was sent to you? Well, you got to take a stand immediately. Before we close, I just wanted to share a secret with you. You see, the Nigerian that I am talking about, he came to deliver a message to the big man, and that is why the big man wanted to send him back. And that untold stories, we keep things strictly confidential. So I would not tell you what that secret is. I know what it is. The big man and his son knows what it is. Mr. Big Man, let our people go. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.